is ball security. This is a great Alabama backcourt, maybe the best in the country, but they've had a tendency to turn the ball over in a couple of the practices that I've seen in the preseason, and also in the 2 exhibition games. The turnover numbers were way too high. Those need to come down, especially with what lies ahead. Alabama, the nation's #1 toughest schedule in the country a year ago. I think this year's schedule is even more difficult.
When we come back, we're going to talk defense for Alabama and what the keys will be on that end, presented by Ford. Stay with us. We're back in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
When it comes to land care, you need equipment that's a slam dunk every time. At Tri-Green Equipment, we provide the tried and true support you need for your John Deere gear. Just like the Alabama Crimson Tide, we're always ready to assist you in making those game-winning plays. Visit us today and experience the unbeatable support that keeps you in the game. Tri-Green Equipment, proud sponsor of Crimson Tide basketball.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. Each Wednesday night, join us for Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, presented by Alpha Insurance. Live at 6 p.m. Central from Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Tuscaloosa. We'll talk Alabama athletics with Crimson Tide coaches and players. Hey Coach is available to listen to across our radio network, the Varsity Network app, as well as a video stream on all Alabama athletics and CTSN social media platforms. Hey Coach, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. all across the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
Roll Tide.
You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth and courtside cams, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes, coaches, and media members that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Crimson Tide. The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast.
Chris Stewart, Bryan Passink, Tom Stipe back with you courtside here at Coleman Coliseum as we continue to count down to tip-off for not only the 2024, or what is it now, 2025, 2026 season. I started too far back.
You're not even close.
They're running. I was close. I was within one. It's the 2025, 2026 season flashbacks.
Can we
already.
go back down to the floor yet?
Let's sounds like I've already hit basement. Alabama starting up the year and doing so against the University of North Dakota. We look now defensively at the keys to victory presented by Ford. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150, proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Greatness starts here at your local Ford dealer. Bryan, defensively, what are the keys to Bama not just winning today, but throughout the course of the season?
Alabama's got to defend the three. That is one of the reasons North Dakota was so close to upsetting Alabama a year ago in the great state of North Dakota. Alabama at home this time will have to do a good job against the three-point shooters. Thankfully, Trayson Eaglestaff has moved on. He's at West Virginia now, and after scoring 40 against Alabama in that game, he's moved on to the Big 12, where he's making a lot of money. Made a lot of money that night against Alabama, the way he played. But Alabama's got to defend the three, and also I think an area that is something that they need to focus on defensively and have in practice, and that's defensive rebounding. Alabama needs to get better defensively. They were pretty solid a year ago in the top 30, but got to do a good job of closing out defensive possessions against Florida State. Didn't do as good a job in doing that against the Seminoles. They had so many second chance opportunities, a big reason why Florida State was in that game. But Alabama and Taylor Bowen and some of the big guys, Aiden Sherrell, Noah Williamson, they've got to get on the defensive backboard along with the guards and close out defensive possessions and get out and run. That is how Alabama can be the fastest team in the country, but it starts with getting defensive rebounds and pushing it in transition.
That is a wrap on your Ford pregame show. Next up, the tip-off of Alabama basketball. The Tide taking on the University of North Dakota. The Fighting Hawks providing the opposition as we tip off, yes, 2025-2026 men's college basketball season. We're back with that tip in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
This has been the Ford pregame show. Ford, great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. Proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Greatness starts here at your local Ford dealer. Crimson Tide basketball is also brought to you by Coca-Cola. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Get ready. The Alabama Crimson Tide hit the court next on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're looking for the best selection in Crimson Tide apparel, look no further than the Soup Store. The Soup Store is every Bama fan's ultimate destination for the hottest gear and accessories, with 3 great locations around campus to serve you: in Tuscaloosa on campus at the University Student Center, on the Strip in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and on Bryan Drive. If you can't get to Tuscaloosa, shop the Soup Store online at soupstore.ua.edu. The Soup Store is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics.
Hey parents and kids, it's the perfect time for students to read their way to the Iron Bowl in AEA's Be a Champion and Read contest. AEA wants to help K through 6th grade students be academic champions, just like the Alabama Crimson Tide. Students who participate in Be a Champion and Read challenge could win tickets to the Iron Bowl, an authentic Alabama jersey, and a chance to take the field prior to kickoff on game day. Ask your teacher about contest rules and encourage your child to be an AEA champion reader and win a trip to the 2025 Iron Bowl.
At Alabama, you know what it takes to be the best. You don't win it all year after year by being a copycat. You do it by setting the standard, by being the original. And that's exactly what Guthrie's is, the original. The original chicken finger restaurant that started a Golden Fried dynasty. So keep the Golden Fried game day tradition alive with a gut box loaded with chicken fingers and that signature sauce. It's a winning combination every single time. Guthrie's, the original chicken finger restaurant.
Hey college hoops fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day spirit. From the couch to courtside, Evan Williams is with you for every tip-off and buzzer beater. Because we might be divided by the score, but we're united by the pour. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and make this extra-aged Kentucky bourbon a part of your game day tradition. Roll Tide. Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume. Must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Red Diamond, we take a lot of things lightly. Dog on the couch? Sure, that's fine. Wearing socks or sandals? Why not? But sweet tea? Around here, sweet tea is a way of life. One of the unspoken rules. Just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar, and that's it. Always refreshing. Always Red Diamond. Find us in your local refrigerated section. Red Diamond Sweet Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Here we go. It's time for Alabama Crimson Tide basketball on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
To the trailer. 3. Bottom. Tie game. 75 all. He'll rise. He'll fire. He'll make the 3.
Crimson Tide basketball is brought to you by Barkley Buick GMC, where Barkley makes it easy. Golden Flake, the official potato chip of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Guthrie's, America's original chicken finger restaurant, and a proud partner of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Auto Owners Insurance. Visit rolltide.com/auto owners to partner with an independent Alabama agent. Chick-fil-A. Download the Chick-fil-A app and win big this season. Conecuh Sausage, the official smoked sausage of the Crimson Tide. Cook's Pest Control. Give pests the full court press and call Cooks today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. And by Ford. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. Proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Greatness starts here at your local Ford dealer.
For the win. Ball game. Ball game. Ball game. Bama wins.
Now, turn it up. It's game time. Here's the voice of the Crimson Tide, Chris Stewart.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beautiful rendition of our national anthem as we are just a few moments away from tip-off. Here's Tony Giles.
First, our visitors from
North Dakota and the Summit League, the Fighting Hawks of the University of North Dakota. At guard, a 6'3" senior from Caledonia, Minnesota, number 2, Eli King. At guard, a 6'1" senior from Omaha, Nebraska, number 11, Reggie Thomas. At center, a 6'10" junior from Tbilisi, Georgia, number 13, Guga Natsishvili. At forward, a 6'6" senior from Phoenix, Arizona, number 16, Garrett Anderson. And at guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Bismarck, North Dakota, number 33, Anthony Doppler. North Dakota's assistant coaches are Jamie Stevens, Esteban Sandoval, and Ty Danielson. And the Fighting Hawks head coach is Paul Sather. 6'8" freshman from Green Bay, Wisconsin, number 5, Amari Allen. At forward, a 6'10" junior from Jericho, Vermont, number 7, Taylor Bowen. At forward, a 6'11" sophomore from Detroit, Michigan, number 22, 8, Sherrill. At guard, a 6'5" graduate from Alameda, California, number 95, Houston Mollett. And at guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Mobile, Alabama, number 0, LeBaron Philon. The assistant coaches are Preston Murphy, Bryan Adams, and Chris Fleming. And Alabama's head coach is Nate Oates. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alabama basketball.
Before we get things started, why don't we pause 10 seconds so our local stations can identify themselves to you. Welcome to the Crimson Tide Sports Network. A great night in Tuscaloosa as we're getting things started for 2025-2026. I'm Chris Stewart with Bryan Passink, Tom Stipe. Roger Hoover will be with us for many of our broadcasts this year, but he is working on the SEC Plus feed of this one tonight. Jerry Kelly, of course, back in the controls of our CTSN studios. BP, a lot of excitement again because of just where the program is as a whole, but in order to keep that excitement level at its peak, you got to take care of business on nights like this.
Yeah, Alabama, I think, will end up with, once again, the nation's #1 strength of schedule in college basketball. But from a toughness standpoint, when you look at what's ahead, it would be very easy to overlook North Dakota. You've got St. John's on Saturday in Madison Square Garden, a top 3 team nationally. Then you come home to #1 Purdue. You could go on and on. The number of potential Final Four national championship type teams that Alabama will play in the non-conference is like something we've never seen, and Alabama has, as I've mentioned, played a ridiculously tough schedule over the years, but got to play well tonight. Can't overlook the opponent. Got to play to a standard the way that Nate Oates wants to play, and hopefully end this night 1-0 with a chance to head to New York.
Gugash Natsvitsvili will be jumping center for North Dakota, and of course Taylor Bowen wins the tap, gets a feed inside from LeBaron Philon and lays it in, and Taylor Bowen, we're going to call him TB squared, gets the bucket for the Crimson Tide. 2-0 with 19:44 to go here in the opening half. Pulling up from the left wing, jumper short, no good by Doppler, and here comes Bama the other way. Philon stepping through, laying it up with a left hand, got it to go, and he is fouled. What a great move. The first of many we expect to see this year from LeBaron Philon.
Yeah, nice start for LeBaron. Had a beautiful pass after the tip to Taylor Bowen, who was able to finish at the rim and had a teammate in the left corner, a little head fake, and ends up going in with the left hand, taking the contact, and a chance for a three-point play. Nice start for LeBaron.
Philon, of course, the junior, sophomore, exciting to see him once again in an Alabama uniform for his second year. Didn't know that would be the case until the last moment. Now here's UND with the basketball. Bama up 5-0, 19:20 and moving. Time left here in the opening half from Tuscaloosa. Driving, getting to the rim, laying it up and in for 2 is Natsvishvili, and the Fighting Hawks are on the board. Philon throwing it down low for the Crimson Tide, and Sherrill puts it up, couldn't get it to go. Ball fought for and controlled by UND. It's King with it, working against the Bama man-to-man. Throws it front court, near wing with the ball is Alman. Alman getting a backdoor look, throws it home for 2 as he was able to slip past Taylor Bowen and get the bucket. 5-4 is the score. Philon on the drive, stepping through, lays it up and in with the left hand.
Nice start for LeBaron Philon, taking it strong to the basket.
So now UND with the basketball, 7-4. Alabama leading it with 18:30 to go here in the opening half, and a foul's going to be whistled on the Crimson Tide. Houston Millette guilty of the bump. Our officials for tonight's game, Don Daly, Lucas Santos, and Rob Rourke, the veteran crew working tonight's opener for the Crimson Tide. Paul Sather is the head coach in his 7th year at North Dakota, as Bama hounds the inbounds play. Great defense by Philon, getting a blocked shot, and now Bama comes the other way. Here's Millette feeding it over to LeBaron. One more feed into the corner. 3-ball up and no good from the freshman Allen. Long rebound to Millette, back to Allen, and now Allen from the right side will try it. It was actually London Jemison who had missed from the far wing on the initial shot, but Bama can't score that trip down. 7-4, UND trailing Alabama. Hawks with it. They work it into the right corner. 3-ball up and good from the far side by King, and we're tied at 7 apiece.
North Dakota doing a good job of spreading Alabama out, going with the backdoor cuts, and this time knocking down a 3.
Philon trying to answer. Does. Wide open to the bank. First 3 from LeBaron. Philon gives Bama the 10-7 edge with 17:27 to go in the opening half.
What a start for LeBaron. A couple of assists, taking the ball strong to the basket. 3-point play, knocking down the 3, and got the defensive stop on the previous possession.
Fighting Hawks with a basketball. Thomas with it between the circles, trying to drive against Allen. Gets to the rim and lays it up with the offhand. Nice move there to make it a 1-point game again, but Philon runs the other way for Alabama. LeBaron handing it off to Sherrill. Back to Philon again. Again, Holloway out with an injury, and the same for Latrell Reitzel, but knocking down the 3 will be London Jemison, the freshman for the Crimson Tide, buries it, and the Crimson Tide leads it 13-9, 16:40 to go in the opening half.
Another top 10 recruiting class from Nate Oates, and these freshmen getting an opportunity here in game 1.
Hawks with the basketball, driving in, tough shot, blocked on a nice play. Out of bounds by the Crimson Tide. It was Allen who swatted it away on the attempt from Anderson. No good.
Speaking of freshmen, it was London Jemison knocking down the 3. Amari Allen, 6'8", can play the point, has length and athleticism. Got the block. Alabama with a couple of blocks here by their guards early on.
Noah Williamson, the 7-footer, a transfer from Bucknell, seeing his first action in a Bama uniform, comes into the contest. As driving, spinning, shooting is Alman. His attempt is no good, and the rebound controlled by Alabama. Here comes Jemison kicking into the corner. Allen, spot up 3, too strong, but it goes right into the hands of Allen, who lays it back up and in for 2.
Nice job of attacking the offensive glass. Alabama doing a great job early on of going inside out. Had an open look. North Dakota doesn't get the block out, and Alabama gets an easy deuce as a result.
On the right wing, Hawks will work it. They'll pick up their dribble. Thinking about a long 3 was King, but instead gives it up to Alman. Alman back to King at the timeline right side. Skip pass near wing to Kraft. A deep contested 3, no good. Weak side rebound control by Jemison. He'll bring it himself into the front court. London Jemison going all the way to the rim. Tough shot. Couldn't go, but it will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws when we come back to Tuscaloosa. 15:31 remains when we return to Coleman Coliseum. We're in the first half. It's a 15-9 score. Good guys on top here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Barkley makes it easy.
Get ready
ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barclaygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Tonight's season opener for Alabama basketball is brought to you by Good Molecules. Keep your skin roll tide ready with Good Molecules and see a difference in your skin today. Tom Stipe, Chris Stewart, Bryan Passink. We are back. Coleman Coliseum, Bama basketball, Bama up 6, BP. I know we're a long way away, but what do you think so far?
Good start for LeBaron Philon. 8 points, a couple of assists, a blocked shot, doing it all. Taking the ball strong to the basket. Got a three-point play, couple of assists, knocked down the three. Playing like a potential All-American that he is. So thankful that LeBaron decided at the very last minute to come back to Tuscaloosa and play his sophomore season. Alabama, when healthy, which I believe they will be fairly soon, I think we'll have the best backcourt in college basketball, and that's led by LeBaron Philon, who has played extremely well in the first few minutes of this one.
George, actually, it's spelled George the way we do, but it's pronounced Gugi Natsvishvili. He's 1 for 1 from the field with 2 points. Eli King, who's my favorite player on their roster, with three points. It's the easiest to say. Reggie Thomas is right behind him with 2. The same for Garrett Anderson for their 9-point total. Alabama's gotten 2 each from Ari Allen and Taylor Bowen. 8 for LeBaron Philon out of the gate, and 3 from London Jemison. At the free throw line for the Crimson Tide will be the aforementioned Mr. Jemison. And London misses the first attempt. Bloomfield, Connecticut native, played at St. Thomas More High School. And he gets 1 of 2 to drop for the Crimson Tide. Jemison 6'8", 205. And one of those talented freshmen Bryan alluded to. 16-9 now. Alabama with a lead, 15:25 to go. Here in the opening half of action, a 7-point lead over North Dakota. Fighting Hawks on the drive. Smith putting up the leaner, no good. Rebound tipped and into the hands of Houston Millett, who will leave it now to Philon. LeBaron on the drive, gives it over to Houston. Spots up, 3, left wing bottom. Great to see him knock down his first bank first three-pointer of the season.
And started off with a defensive rebound. Alabama's guards doing a good job of getting on the defensive backboard, pushing it in transition, able to set his feet, knock it down.
Smith on the drive, giving it off to Alman. Alman looking, top of the arc, gets a return feed. Now will drive right side of the lane, puts up a little sweeping hook, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds, touched last by UND. So Bama will have it with 14:38 to go and a 10-point lead, 19-9.
Alabama's starting to put some stops together. North Dakota 0 for their last 5. They haven't scored in about 2.5 minutes. 9-0 run in that span for Alabama, doing a great job on both ends of the floor.
The defensive end will be the key. This group will score a lot. Jemison swings it around near side. Spot up 3, Millett, no good, and the rebound's going to be controlled by the Fighting Hawks. They'll bring it into the front court with Smith. Smith surveying the floor, giving it off at the elbow, pivoting. And looking for some help is Jones. He'll give it back up top to Smith. Shot clock at 12 seconds. Now at 10. Alman with it. Driving inside the arc. Stops, feeds it over onto the right wing. 3 ball is up and good. That was Curtis who knocked it down, and it's 19-12. Bama's lead down to 7 with 13:50 to go in the opening half. Philon had it poked away, got it back, hesitates, goes left. Lost it on the way in, out of bounds. Touched last, they say, by the Crimson Tide. Philon must have lost it off his leg.
Yeah, and almost lost it before the turnover. LeBaron Philon, one of the best guards in America, has had some issues with turnovers in Alabama's 2 exhibition games, and he'll check out.
Nate Oates in his 6th year as the head coach of the Crimson Tide. 5 NCAA appearances in a row. This is actually season number 7 for Coach. I think I've said 6 a couple of times, but 6 seasons at the helm, starting the 7th tonight. On the drive, stopping left side will be Smith. Kicks it back out high to Alman. Alman on the drive, working against Taylor Bowen. Spins, hands it off, lays it up, and blocked away by Sherrill. Nice play by Aiden as Bama runs the other way with Allen. Allen driving baseline, flips it back out. Sherrill, nice job meeting the pass and avoiding a turnover there. Here's Millette directing traffic. Gives it off to Sherrill, back to Houston. Millette working away from a double team, throws it over into the right corner finally. Taylor Bowen, 3-ball is no good. Hit the rim, then hit the top of the glass. It's out of bounds, and possession will belong to UND.
Well, that's a shot that I expect Taylor Bowen to hit with consistency this season. Shot 41% in the ACC last year for Florida State. And Nate Oates and his offense gets a lot of open looks from 3 from his power forward. And you look back at the success that Alabama's had and that position has had, but they haven't shot it great from that spot. And I think Taylor Bowen can really shoot it well in this offense. A big reason why he's in crimson and white.
Bama up 7 with 12.5 to go before the break as they work into the top of the arc through the Fighting Hawks. They'll miss a 3, and the rebound's controlled by Davion Hannah, the freshman from Milwaukee. Brings it ahead for the Crimson Tide. Hannah trying to go baseline, got cut off, flips it back out to Sherrill. Aiden will hand it back to Davion on the near wing. Hannah tried to throw a skip pass, got deflected. Great job meeting the pass by Millette, and then his pass attempt gets deflected out of bounds. Possession, fortunately, will stay with the Crimson Tide with the clock stopped at 12:13 to go. Here in the first half of action, we'll see Phylon come in and Jemison check out for Nate Oates.
You look at the stat sheet, Alabama's only got 1 turnover, but it's had about 4 or 5 others that could have been turnovers. Loose with the ball, fortunate that those turnover numbers are not higher than they are.
Bama works it inside. Sherrill, nice patience, getting set, throwing it home for 2. He made the catch, had a defender flying by, and rather than rush it, he waited and then made a solid move to the rim, threw it home for 2, and Bama leads it 21-12.
Yeah, great footwork and coordination from the 6'11", 7-footer. Aiden Sherrill able to show that patience, stop and knock it down.
UND has their shot attempt blocked away by TB Squared. He'll get a feed in transition. Drives, dishes, Phylon. Spot up 3, and boy, is he red hot to start this one. 11 for the preseason All-American LeBaron Phylon, named to the Cousy Award watch list this week as well. He's got Bama up 24-12 with 11:24 to go, and Phylon has 11 of those 24 for the Tide. Poked away by Sherrill. Hands it off to Bowen. He will spin away from traffic. Spins away again. Picks it up. Gives it off into the corner. A defender flies by as the 3 is in and out. No good for Hannah. And the rebound controlled by the Fighting Hawks. Front court they'll come. Going down the lane. Dishing it will be King onto the right wing. Now into the paint with it is Curtis. Puts up a leaner. No good. Ball's tipped out. Run down by Hannah. Hannah looking right wing to Phylon. LeBaron stops, hesitates, looks down low. Great feed. Hannah for the lay-in and 2.
The patience by Alabama has paid off. Alabama wants to play fast, but also play with patience. The hesitation by LeBaron Phylon. The defense came to him, a couple of defenders at the all-SEC guard, and LeBaron Phylon, Davion Hannah, all by himself, able to lay it in.
Inside, nice feed from Natsvishvili to the cutter, laying it in for 2, Alman, and Bama's leads down to 26-14. Inside, Bama works it and then back out to the perimeter. An open 3 and knocking it down is Amari Allen. Another bank first 3 as we've reached the midway point of half number 1, and Bama leads at 15-29-14 your score.
Great strength by Aiden Sherrill, able to corral the ball, find an open shooter. Alabama with 5 shooters on the floor. Sherrill able to find Amari Allen for the open 3.
Smith on the drive, dumps it down low, and the layup, a quick one, good for 2 by Natsvishvili. And UND has cut it back to a 13-point game. 29-16, Alabama with 9:36 to go in the opening half. Far side, Amari Allen on the drive, gets cut off. Skip pass near wing to Hannah. Davion drove in, had it poked away and stolen. And here comes UND with it the other direction. Alman will bring it ahead. Stops, looks, needs help. Feeds it off on the far wing, and an out-of-bounds violation is going to be called, as stepping on the sideline there was Curtis, bringing us to another media timeout. We've got 9:17 to go in the first half of play. Alabama enjoying a 29-16 lead over the Fighting Hawks of the University of North Dakota here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Coach Oates, great game today.
The team found another gear. They kept grinding, didn't quit, and found a way to deliver another victory.
Like Ford F-Series trucks.
Right. The way you become America's best-selling truck for 48 consecutive years is delivering legendary performance and capability in the big moments, like today.
Thanks, Coach. For great offers on a new Ford truck, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Alabama basketball.
Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 through 2024 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Bama 29, North Dakota 16. First half score, 9:17 to go in the first half. Keep up with everything Alabama with the Alabama Crimson Tide mobile app. Presented by Cadence Bank. Download it now for free at the App Store and Google Play. Good news, BP, a little different than the last time we saw these guys. Bama's up 13, and it's not -10 outside.
Yeah, and Treson Eaglestaff is now playing for West Virginia, so glad we don't have to see him again this year. Had 40 in that matchup against Alabama, and North Dakota as a team had 17 made threes in that one. Alabama's done a pretty good job defending the three-point line here in the early going, but they got to do a better job of defending the back cuts. This North Dakota team is spreading Alabama out and back cutting them. That's where they've had success. Bama offensively is leaning heavily on LeBaron Philon, and he is producing in a big way. He's got 11 points, 5 assists, a rebound, a block shot, leading this Alabama team on both ends.
Crimson Tide trying to pick up a win, and its opener off to a good start, and I think that was something that Nate Oates wanted to see as much as anything, Bryan, after a slow start in that game last year and kind of sluggish throughout the contest. A quick start here. You got to keep the foot on the gas, but it's still a wonderful start for this team.
Yeah, Alabama doing what they have to do. Got to continue to do that, especially on the defensive end. So far, getting stops, rebounding the ball, and pushing it in transition.
Taylor Bowen giving it off to Noah Williamson at the extended elbow. Now hands it off to Millett. His three, no good, but he got shoved as he released the basketball. Don Daly with the whistle there. And we'll see who they call the foul on. I wish they hadn't called it on him because it was Gugi Natsvishvili. Could have been Eli King again. So much easier to say.
You're going to foul out Eli King.
I'm going to foul out Eli King. I want to foul out Natsvishvili quickly. I wish they'd call 4 more on him in a hurry. First free throw up and good for Houston Millett. Great to see that young man healthy again. The Alameda, California native, a transfer from Pepperdine, hitting the first 2 of 3. 6'5", 202.
Houston Millett, a chance to have a big senior season. We saw him a little bit last year, ended up getting a medical red shirt, but the little bit he played, he produced in a big way. Big game in limited minutes in Chapel Hill at the Dean Dome, knocking down shots, rebounding. A guy that can really shoot it, shows great leadership.
Hit all 3 free throws. Bama leads at 32-16. Fighting Hawks with the basketball inside they go. Natsvishvili spinning, shooting over Williamson. Got it to go. That's a tough shot. Able to make it a 32-18 ball game. Bama by 14. Philon, beautiful move through the lob. The layup attempt missed by the Crimson Tide's London Jemison, but the Rebound was knocked out of bounds by the Fighting Hawks. Give it back to Bama from the baseline. 8:35 to go, first half, 32-18. Crimson Tide with the lead. Inbounds, goes into the corner to Millette. He'll bring it to the top of the arc. Reverses back, nearly threw it away, but deflected out of bounds by Alman. And so Bama will keep possession. 13 on the shot clock now. 8:29 on that game clock, and still the 14-point Bama advantage. Crimson Tide in action tonight. Their next game will be at the Garden on Saturday against St. John's, an 11 a.m. Central tip for that one. On the drive, Phylon loses the handle, and the Fighting Hawks come the other way. They'll work it onto the left wing to King. His spot up three, no good. And the rebound controlled by Millette, who threw it away. King will drive in, hand it off, and the layup good for two by Alman.
We talked about Alabama's been a little loose with the basketball in 2 exhibition games, and in the early part of this one, fortunate to not turn it over early, but they've had a couple lately.
Lob from Williamson caught, and then on the pogo stick was London Jemison, laying it up with the reverse to make it a 14-point lead again. 34-20, 7:48 and moving. Time left here in the opening half from Coleman Coliseum. Natsvishvili with it, top of the arc. Hands it off, Alman. And he'll try a three, it's no good. And the rebound control by Alabama, 34-20. Crimson Tide with the lead. Phylon giving it off. Millette looking down low. Good catch in traffic by Jemison. Couldn't get the shot to go. Rebound fought for and picked up by the Fighting Hawks.
Alabama's missed a couple, but getting the ball exactly where they want it. When they've taken care of the ball, they've gotten the looks they've wanted, just not able to convert on the last couple of possessions.
Inside, they'll work it to the older Alman. That's Wiley. Shot missed from the far wing, no good. And the rebound controlled by Alabama. Here comes Phylon, got tripped, and LeBaron drawing the whistle, the foul, and bringing us to immediate timeout with 6:54 to go in the opening half. Play a little sloppy, but still a 14-point lead for Alabama. 34-20. Again, 6:54 to go on the first half game clock. When we come back here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
See the call as we make the call. Watch the booth cam for each and every Alabama game. Streaming live on all CTSN social media platforms, you can get a front row seat to every touchdown and every big play reaction from Chris Stewart, Tyler Watts, and the entire Alabama radio crew. Watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X at UA_CTSN.
Catch is made. Touchdown, Alabama.
Coleman Coliseum gives the Tide a big home court advantage. When it comes to your home, count on Tri-Green Equipment to give you a big tried and true advantage with our lineup of John Deere equipment. From riding mowers, compact utility tractors, gators, to large agricultural equipment, they've got serious game. Plus, the tried and true Tri-Green team is always there when you need an assist. Stop by one of our locations or visit TriGreenEquipment.com. Proud sponsors of Alabama Crimson Tide basketball.
6:54 to go in the first half. Bama's up 14, 34-20. The Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education is a proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide. 90% of a child's brain develops by age 5. Learn more at children.alabama.gov. No, guys, I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm just going to leave that there, BP. I do have a basketball question, though.
Please.
The guy that really knows what he's looking at here. You have a different view than you normally have. You're not used to it. We've talked about being upstairs. What are you seeing differently from a basketball standpoint? I know we're further away, but is it easier to see what we're doing spacing-wise and that sort of thing?
From here or just in general? No,
yeah, just the difference.
Unfortunately,
for you.
The cameraman in front of me is taller than the starting center for North Dakota, so that has been, you know, a little bit hard to see. But from what I can tell and what I've seen in practice, is this is a talented, skilled offensive team that when they take care of the ball, can be one of the elite offenses in college basketball. So far, they've been pretty good when they've taken care of it here tonight.
Bama inbounds it from the baseline, gets it to Millette, now to Sherrill. Aiden trying to work left side, gets cut off, hands it off to Hannah, kicks it over into the wing, and Taylor Bowen can't get the three-pointer to drop, but Millette, a great offensive rebound. He got knocked to the deck, no whistle, but the ball was knocked out of bounds by the Fighting Hawks. University of North Dakota providing the opposition, a team that gave Alabama all they wanted and then some last year. As the Tide will inbound it from the baseline, Amari Allen to trigger it in. Gives it off to Millette, who hands it off to Sherrill. Aiden with a dribble to his left. Will hand it off to Amari Allen. Shot clock now under 10. Skip pass, thrown far side, intercepted. Taken away by the Fighting Hawks as they will get it into the front court. They'll drive in. Layup attempt is no good, but a foul's going to be whistled on Aiden Sherrill of Alabama. I believe that was Smith who got hacked on the play. It was. And that will be team foul number 2 on the Crimson Tide. 4 have been whistled on UND so far.
Alabama with its 5th turnover, leading an open floor opportunity for the Fighting Hawks. Good effort by Aiden Sherrill, but it'll be North Dakota at the line. Alabama with just 5 turnovers, which isn't a great number, but not terrible. But most of those have been the last few minutes of this game. Alabama with some ill-advised passes leading to some open floor opportunities for North Dakota.
After the free throws, 34-22 is our score. Bama the lead. Taylor Bowen tried to go with a reverse layup on the lob pass. Couldn't get it to go, but got hacked on the arm. And he'll go to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. That is team foul number 5 on the visitors.
Well, it was a right idea by LeBaron Philon. He's been really good finding open teammates so far in this game, but that pass a little low, may have gotten deflected. Taylor Bowen tried to get it and reverse it in, got fouled, and he'll go to the line. He's had some open opportunities from the three-point line. Hasn't really gotten going from 3, but he's someone that I believe will in a big way. About 6'9", 6'10", can stretch the floor, shoot the 3, handles the ball well, good passer.
Free throw up and good. As Taylor Bowen hits them both, and the Crimson Tide extends the lead back to 14 again. 36-22 with 6:05 to go. Fighting Hawks with it. Work to the elbow and then back to the left wing. Fall away jumper up and good. A tough move there from Alman. And again, that is Garrett Anderson. I think I said Alman, but it's Garrett Anderson who got that one to go. On the drive, Taylor Bowen kicking it over onto the left wing. The 3 is way off the mark by Amari Allen. And here comes UND the other way. 12-point Alabama lead with 5:27 remaining in the opening half of action. Hesitation move by Smith, and then they'll lose it out of bounds. A turnover by UND with 5:16 on the clock, and Bama possession of the ball now, up by 12 with Taylor Bowen checking out, and Houston Millette coming back in to replace him.
Alabama hasn't had a field goal in almost 3 minutes. Letting the Fighting Hawks kind of hang around. Don't want to do that. Give them confidence. They've got some new players, but some guys that can get hot from the three-point line. Bama was in a battle with them last year. Don't want to see that repeat this season.
Near side Allen around to the top of the arc. Philon, LeBaron giving it off into the corner. Sherrill steps back. 3, knocks it home. Another bank first 3 for the Crimson Tide. That is already 6 in this opening half for Alabama. As Sherrill gets it to go. Bama 6 of 14 from bank first 3-point range. 4:42 and ticking. Time left opening half. Bama up by 15 here in Tuscaloosa. Top of the circle with it, driving right side. Smith had it blocked by Sherrill. into the hands of Allen, and now back to Davion Hannah, who will weave into the lane. Nice spinning move, lost it, got it back. Gives it off to Allen on the near wing. Nice feed inside. Sherrill had it stripped out of bounds, and Bama will maintain possession. Good defensive help there from Jones of UND that saved an easy bucket for Aiden Sherrill.
A couple of nice passes by two freshmen. It was Davion Hannah getting in the lane, finding an open teammate, Amari Allen, trying to find Aiden Sherrill. Ball got knocked out of bounds, but some good looks by a couple of young players.
Bama inbounding the basketball near side to Sherrill, top of the arc. Phylon driving, may have gotten away with a push off, but got the floater to go from about 8 feet. 41-24. Bama's enjoying its biggest margin now with 4:10 and ticking. Time left before intermission here at Coleman Coliseum. Bothan with the basketball, handing it off to Allman on the drive, throws it away, and here comes Bama the other direction. Tough runner off the window, no good from Allen, to the rebound controlled by UND. Bothan with the basketball, working left side. Around the horn they go. Up top with it once more will be Allman. Allman with the basketball, going left, gets it into the lane, lost it, got it back, kicks it back to the right wing, and King pulls up from 15 and got it to go. 41-26. Bama's lead down to 15 with 3:25 to go in the first half. We're due a media timeout on the next dead ball. Amari Allen with it, kicking it near side to Aiden Sherrill. Sherrill looking to his right, a bounce pass. Goes into the hands of Phylon. LeBaron playing off the screen with 8 on the shot clock. Bama doesn't meet the pass. Ball gets knocked away and out of bounds, touched last by the Crimson Tide. The freshman failed to meet the pass, and Davion Hannah on a deflection. And it gets poked away, out of bounds, and will belong to UND when we come back to Tuscaloosa. Final media timeout of the opening half. 3:04 to go before the break. It's 41-26. Alabama leading North Dakota here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier too. Visit regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Alabama Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Tonight's Alabama basketball game is brought to you by Good Molecules. Keep your skin Roll Tide ready with Good Molecules and see a difference in your skin today. Bama 41, North Dakota 26, 3:04 to go in the first half. Stay with us at the half for the Toyota halftime report. First half stats, scores around the SEC, and a quick chat with Coach Nados, presented by Cook's Pest Control. BP, what do you think Coach is going to be focused on at the half?
Well, Alabama's turned it over late in the first half, and LeBaron Phylon has had a really nice first half so far, leading the team with 13 points and 6 assists. Just some turnovers lately, letting the Fighting Hawks of North Dakota hang around in this one. And Coach Oates always wants his teams to finish the half strong. The under 4 timeout, a chance for Alabama to extend this lead going into halftime.
The Alabama Crimson Tide trying to win its season opener here at Coleman Coliseum. Tide taking on UND, the University of North Dakota. The Fighting Hawks providing the opposition. They're wearing the road black with green and white lettering and trim. Alabama, the home white with the crimson lettering, as the Hawks have it into the front court, working. 2 hour left. Top of the circle with the basketball is King. Hands it off to Alman, who will drive, pulls up, got it to go. Check that. I'm sorry. It's Natchvishvili who got it to go. He has had a nice first half. Knocking down another one. And Alabama's lead is cut to 41-28. It's been as many as 17 in this first half. But now at 13 as Taylor Bowen will drive and had it knocked away and stolen. Another turnover for the Crimson Tide. Alman with it, driving, weaving through traffic, shows the ball and then paid for it as he drew two defenders in the air, and the 7-footer that he got in the air, Noah Williamson, landed right on top of him. It's like Noah may be a little bit the worse for wear in that one as he landed on his right arm, but seems to be all right anyway. That was kind of scary for everybody involved.
Yeah, Noah Williamson, fortunate right there. Took the pump fake, and the 7-footer got in the air, took an awkward fall. Free throws upcoming for North Dakota, but Alabama continues to struggle here the last few minutes from the field. A scoring drought of 2 minutes. Alabama now with 7 turnovers, and for a while just had one. And as we talked about, even though they only had one, there were several that were almost turnovers. So that 7 number should actually be more. That's been an area of concern for Nate Oates and his staff coming into the opener.
Free throw missed, and Alabama controls it as it's 1 of 2 for Alman. Bama with the basketball now. Amari Allen throws it over onto the left wing. London Jimison's 3 rims out, no good, and the rebound controlled by the Fighting Hawks. Driving down the lane, laying it up. King with a left hand, no good. Rebound taken away by Philon. LeBaron starts the break himself, gives it off to Williamson. Noah, nice drive to the lane, and Bama may have lost Grant Nelson, but they got another 7-footer who's pretty athletic in the open floor.
Yeah, what a play by Noah Williamson. Able to avoid the defender and finish with the offhand.
Inside, runner off the window, no good. And then Williamson snatches the rebound out of the air, starting the break. Philon, top of the arc. Lets traffic go by. Bama by 14, a minute 25 to go in the half. LeBaron on the left wing surveys the floor, brings it to the center of the court, reverses back left side to Allen. Down low to Williamson. Nice extra feed to Jimison. Had it poked away, but into the hands of Millette. Houston around to Philon. He'll drive the lane, puts it up off the glass and in for 2. LeBaron Philon, another bucket. He now has 15 points, and Bama leads at 45-29 with a minute to go in the half. Natchvishvili on the drive. Has to pick up the dribble, hands it off. They work it outside again to Alman, and then feeds it over on the right side. They'll drive into the lane and kick it back near side to King. King fall away from 18 feet, no good. Rebounded by Jimison, who throws the outlet pass to Philon, and LeBaron brings it front court. About a 9-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Millette on the drive, kicks it into the corner. Allen for 3, bottom. Another bank first 3 for the Crimson Tide, and a timeout's going to be called. I think just long enough to wipe some moisture up off the floor as a player hit the deck for UND. It was King who wanted an offensive foul call, I believe, on a Houston Millette. Didn't get it. And Bama will get Millette out of the game. And in fact, not sure who took the timeout right there. Bama, though, with a 7-0 run over the last minute 24, having made 3 straight field goals and 5 of their last 7 to push this lead to 48-29, which is the largest of the first half. This was a 12-point game about a minute ago. Actually, a minute 22 ago. Tide out rebounding the Fighting Hawks on the offensive end, 5-1. Bama shooting 87% from the free throw line. A good half, to say the least, 7 of 8. Hawks 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Bama 7 of 16 from 3 and 17 of 31 overall from the field in this opening half of action. Shot clock is dark. Game clock is at 25.6 seconds. As the Fighting Hawks will do their best to hold it for the final opportunity of this opening half. They work at center of the floor with Smith, trying to face a double team. Had it almost taken away, and they're going to call a foul. Rob Rourke with the foul call on the Crimson Tide's Davion Hannah. VP, I'm not sure what your view was of it, but Bama had a pretty good trap going, it looked like, momentarily.
Yeah, a little bit of contact. Nate Oates and his staff and the Alabama bench doesn't like the call, but love the effort by the Crimson Tide.
So they'll inbound at side court, as that was one of the few fouls this half on Bama. Just 4 called on the Tide, 5 on the Hawks. They work it to Natsvishvili near side. His 3 rattles in, 2 seconds, 1. And Bama's very fortunate that the buzzer ended because Hannah threw it away on the inbounds, and the Tide will indeed have the lead, but it's not what it once was. 48-32 is the score. A 3-pointer, good by the Fighting Hawks, and it's a 16-point advantage, 48-32 here at halftime. In just a moment, Bryan Passink will be talking with Alabama head coach Nate Oates, and he's got him now.
First half. Yeah, we got to be better on defense. Gave up too many back doors. We got to turn them over a little bit more. We haven't turned them over really at all. We got to take care of the ball on our end. We got too many turnovers, but not bad. You know, we're playing 3 freshmen heavy minutes, so that not bad concerns their first college game ever.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Bryan. And thank you to Cook's Pest Control. Give pests the full court press. Call Cook's today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. 48-32, Alabama leading North Dakota at intermission. We'll have all the numbers for you coming up in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
At Red Diamond, we take a lot of things lightly. Dog on the couch? Sure, that's fine. Wearing socks or sandals? Why not? But sweet tea? Around here, sweet tea is a way of life. One of the unspoken rules. Just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar, and that's it. Always refreshing. Always Red Diamond. Find us in your local refrigerated section. Red Diamond Sweet Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hello, Tide fans. This is Chris Stewart for Conecuh Sausage. Conecuh's an Alabama fan favorite we all know and love. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition, and the official smoked sausage of the Crimson Tide.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $279 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through December 1st, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.78 to its signing. No security deposit. With select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Crimson Tide Basketball is brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Barkley Buick GMC, where Barkley makes it easy. Auto Owners Insurance. Visit RollTide.com/auto owners to partner with an independent Alabama agent. The Soup Store, the best place in town to get all your Alabama gear. And by Cook's Pest Control. Give pests the full court press and call Cook's today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. Welcome to the Toyota Halftime Report. Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota. Let's go places.
Glad you're with us here at Coleman Coliseum. We're at the half. Alabama enjoys a 48-32 lead over the University of North Dakota. Taking a look at some of the numbers from the first half of action. Gugi Natsvishvili has 6 points to actually not lead UND, but second on their squad behind Garrett Anderson, who's got 9. Eli King's got a couple. Reggie Thomas with 2. 4 points from Anthony Smith III, and also 3 each from Marley Curtis and Grayson Alban. You've got Alabama with 8 points from the freshman Amari Allen in the opening half. You've got Taylor Bowen with 4, 5 from Aiden Sherrill, LeBaron Philon leading the way with 15. Houston Millette, London Jemison with 6 each. Davion Hanna and Noah Williamson have 2 each for the Crimson Tide. Collins Onijika played the final 26 seconds, or played 26 seconds of the first half, but did not score for the Crimson Tide. Bama with the 48-32 lead at the break. As we continue with your Toyota halftime report, we remind you to visit your local Toyota dealers or explore SEToyota.com today. Take advantage of the deals on their full line of vehicles, and no matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. We go to another timeout here at the half with Bama on top, 48-32 on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Tide fans, are you ready for game day in Tuscaloosa? Don't miss the ultimate pregame experience this season at Vector Security Champions Lane, opening 4 hours before each home game. This fan fest has everything you need to get pumped for kickoff. Located next to the Walk of Champions, you'll enjoy live music, player autographs, the best food trucks from all over Alabama, and ice-cold beer in our Legends Lounge beer garden, where there's never a cover charge. Check out ChampionsLane.com each week for the latest updates. Roll Tide!
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Alabama Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 68 years. The South's go-to potato chips, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they are crafted from traditional Southern recipes. Whether it's the tangy punch of sweet-heat potato chips or the fiery bite of Louisiana hot pork rinds, Golden Flake are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Being a Chevron car these days has been quite the adventure. Miami to Seattle, ocean to ocean. I've stopped at so many states and collected so many bumper stickers. Sometimes I feel like a moving passport book. It's just so great what I can do with Chevron with Techron, because it gives me unbeatable mileage and keeps my engine clean. Plus, there are so many Chevrons along the way. Now the only thing I'm worried about is where to go next and where to put all my new bumper stickers. Chevron with Techron, fueled by possibility.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Alabama. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
This is Tom Stipe with an Alabama Power scoreboard update. When you cheer, we cheer. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Crimson Tide. Halftime from Coleman. Bama leads North Dakota 48-32. SEC games in progress. Second half scores. Good one in Vegas. Florida up on, now trails Arizona 67-62. Arkansas home up on Southern 95-64. Tennessee leading Mercer in Knoxville 64-51. Mizzou is leading at Howard College 75-57. First half, Georgia up on Bellarmine and Athens 57-40. Auburn leads Bethune-Cookman on the Plains 38-37. Ole Miss up on Southeast Louisiana at the Pavilion 42-20. Texas A&M at home is up on Northwestern State 58-37. We'll take a look at team stats next. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Coach Oates, great game today.
The team found another gear. They kept grinding, didn't quit, and found a way to deliver another victory.
Like Ford F-Series trucks.
Right. The way you become America's best-selling truck for 48 consecutive years is delivering legendary performance and capability in the big moments, like today.
Thanks, Coach. For great offers on a new Ford truck, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Alabama basketball.
Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 through 2024 calendar year industry-reported total sales.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 68 years. The South's go-to potato chips, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they are crafted from traditional Southern recipes. Whether it's the tangy punch of sweet-heat potato chips or the fiery bite of Louisiana hot pork rinds, Golden Flake are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Being a Chevron car these days has been quite the adventure. Miami to Seattle, ocean to ocean. I've stopped at so many states and collected so many bumper stickers. Sometimes I feel like a moving passport book. It's just so great what I can do with Chevron with Techron, because it gives me unbeatable mileage and keeps my engine clean. Plus, there are so many Chevrons along the way. Now the only thing I'm worried about is where to go next and where to put all my new bumper stickers. Chevron with Techron, fueled by possibility. Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
UND has their shot attempt blocked away by TB squared. He'll get a feed in transition. Drives, dishes, Phylon. Spot up three, and boy, is he red hot to start this one.
That made it 24-12 currently. At the half, Bama leads North Dakota 48-32. Halftime stats, shooting percentage. Bama 55% overall, 44 from bank first, 3 land, 7 of 8 from the foul line for North Dakota, 42% overall, 38 outside the arc, 3 of 4 from the stripe. Team rebounding, Bama leads at 23-10. Turnovers, Bama with 7, Hawks with 4. Again at the half, Bama leads North Dakota 48-32. That does it for the Toyota halftime report. Second half's coming right up. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Get ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barclaygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Basketball of Alabama means
Time to dunk. And we're not just talking about on the court. At Fusakli's, we're dunking our hand-battered chicken fingers straight into our house-made sauces and washing it down with our fresh squeezed lemonade. Whether you're heading to Coleman Coliseum or watching from home, make Fusakli's your pregame stop. Hot, fresh, and made to order just the way Tide fans like it. Fusakli's, proud partner of the Crimson Tide.
1225 is your ultimate game day destination. Catch the game on one of their 35 big-screen high-def TVs, combined with an extensive menu of mouth-watering food and refreshing drinks. Juicy burgers, crispy wings, craft beers, signature cocktails. 1225, where the energy is high, the screens are massive, and the excitement is contagious. Visit 1225 on the Strip in Tuscaloosa, less than 2 blocks from Bryan Denny Stadium. 1225 Sports Bar, where sports, food, and fun collide.
Looking to make a statement? Fast Signs of Tuscaloosa is more than fast and more than signs. With our incredible range of signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. Stop in today or visit fastsigns.com. A proud partner of Alabama Athletics. Let's create something amazing together.
This has been the Toyota Halftime Report. Visit your local Toyota dealers or explore Toyota.com today. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. The second half is just moments away. Roll Tide.
Bama's up over North Dakota, 48-32 at the half. What to look for in the second half is presented by Citgo. Try clean gasoline today at Citgo. BP. The next 20, what are you looking for?
Well, Alabama needs to do a good job defensively. Nato's talked about that at halftime, wanting his team to pick it up on that end of the floor. Too many turnovers, especially from about the midway point of the first half until halftime. Alabama's got to clean up the turnovers, but love the play of LeBaron Philon. 15 points, 7 assists. Does have a couple of turnovers, but doing a great job on both ends of the floor. And the freshmen have stepped up. Alabama is dealing with some injuries here in the opener, but the freshmen have played and played well, especially Amari Allen. He gets the start in his college debut, has 8 points, 5 rebounds at the half, and doing a great job on both ends of the floor.
Same 5 to start the second half for the Crimson Tide with Millette, Allen, Philon, Sherrill, and Taylor Bowen. UND will get the basketball first to begin half number 2. Get Bama on top, 48-32. The score at intermission. UND with it. Thomas working it. Left to the circle. Natsvishvili with it. Top of the arc, pivots, looks, gives it off. Timeline left side. They'll drive to the top of the arc. Trying a 3. Missing it will be Anderson, and the rebound's controlled by Bama. Here's the Tide front court. Philon kicks it in the corner to Millette. Back to LeBaron. Top of the arc. Sherrill back to Philon. Driving, looking, gives it off inside. Taylor Bowen gets fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot a pair. And as he does, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. .1931 on the game clock here in the second half as Taylor Bowen, the transfer from Florida State, knocks down the first. Talented young man, the junior season, coming in after another good year last season in Tallahassee, able to hit both free throws. Native of Egypt, Bowen moved to Vermont, played 2 seasons at Brewster Academy before starting his college career at FSU. 3-pointer missed by the Fighting Hawks. Philon comes the other way, pops a 3, couldn't get it to go. Rebound fought for and saved by the Fighting Hawks. They'll hurry it ahead with King. He'll weave through traffic, getting down the lane, stopping, spinning, kicking it back outside. Driving is Anderson, kicks it out to King. King on the runner, gets it to go off the glass and in for 2. 50-34, Bama's lead, back down to 16 again. Phylon left corner, tries the three, rolls off, rebounded weak side by Millette. He gets it to go off the glass.
LeBaron Phylon's had a couple of open looks from three, not able to convert. Houston Millette does a little bit of everything, this time getting on the offensive glass and gets the easy putback.
Near steal, in fact, it is taken away. Amari Allen, the drive and the slam for two after he got the weak side deflection and steal, and was able to drive it all the way to the rim, throw it down for two more, and Bama leads by 20 for the first time tonight. Fighting Hawks with it on the near wing with Thomas. Thomas giving the ball off to Doppler. Back near side. Anderson for three, no good. Rebound batted around, out of bounds, and the officials can't decide who touched it last. So they're going to say a jump ball, I believe.
Alabama's.
Nope, they're going to say it's Bama basketball. Don Daly came over and overruled.
Alabama's guards doing a good job of blocking out. Amari Allen had the steal and dunk on the previous possession. This time had the block out, and Alabama will get it back.
Boy, Hannah, Allen, and Jemison, three freshmen wearing numbers 4, 5, and 6 respectively, are going to play a big, big role in this year's team and hopefully another championship run for the Crimson Tide. Millette kicks it near side. Sherrill step back three again, no good. Weak side rebound claimed on the weak side by Jemison, who's able to lay it in off the glass for two more.
Alabama with a couple of back-to-back offensive rebound putbacks, doing a good job on the glass here tonight.
Hawks lose the handle, stolen away. Allen, he flips it ahead. Jemison, nice catch in traffic, got fouled, but laid it in anyway. London Jemison able to get the bucket to go on the assist from Amari Allen, and the Crimson Tide leads it now by 24.
I think it was Amari Allen with another steal, throws it ahead to fellow freshman London Jemison, and well, you can see why those around the Alabama basketball program are so excited about this freshman class. You mentioned the three. All of them give you a little something different, and all playing well here tonight in their college debut.
Jemison, the Connecticut native, can't get the free throw to drop. Great hustle, though, by Millette to wrestle the rebound away, and then Bama will call a timeout before the tie-up is called. So a timeout on the floor, and we'll take the break as well with 17:20 remaining here in the second half. Bama 58, North Dakota 34 on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Baumhower's Victory Grill has introduced an all-new holiday menu to help you make your holidays legendary. This festive new menu is highlighted by 3 delicious holiday favorites, including Papa Baumhower's Almost Fried Turkey Platter, featuring the signature Almost Fried Turkey breast, sliced and served over cornbread dressing, topped with gravy, and served with homemade green beans and garlic mashed potatoes.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fans section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Good Molecules. Keep your skin roll tide ready with Good Molecules and see a difference in your skin today. Good Molecules. 17-20, 58-34. Bama is on top of North Dakota BP. This team's going to be fun to watch.
Well, if it's coached by Nate Oates, that's typically been the case. Fun to watch, well successful, winning a bunch of games and competing for championships. Alabama, the only team in the country the last 2 years has been to a Final Four and Elite Eight in back-to-back seasons, and got a chance to do it again. A lot of basketball to be played, obviously, and things will get much more difficult when you look at the upcoming schedule, and it starts on Saturday morning in Madison Square Garden against a top-5 team on the road in St. John's, and then it gets a lot easier from there. Then you just play number 1, Purdue.
Get them here, though.
Yeah. That is, listen, Alabama has had a tough time with Purdue the last couple of years, and they've been really good, and this may be the best team that Matt Painter's ever had, and that's saying a lot. He's been so good in the Big Ten. Went to the Final Four a couple years ago. We saw Purdue play NC State before Alabama played UConn in the national semifinals. Great memory. But it'll be #1 Purdue coming to Coleman Coliseum in a little over a week.
Crimson Tide with the basketball on the inbounds. Out high, they work it. To the big man, Sherrill, and now to Philon. Philon back to Sherrill at the elbow, steps inside the paint, got fouled as he went in for a little leaner. I think he wanted to pass it, Bryan, looked and realized nobody was around him, went to shoot it from about 8 feet and then got hacked on the arm late.
You mentioned it earlier in the game, the patience of Aiden Sherrill. Had a beautiful move, took his time, great footwork this time. He was looking to pass, but thought better of it as the defense rotated as he looked over at one of the freshmen, London Jemison, in the corner, but took his time, got fouled, and gets to the line. These big men for Alabama with Aiden Sherrill and Noah Williamson. Both of these guys at close to 7 feet can really pass the ball, and both of them are unselfish.
Sherrill 1 of 2 from the free throw line, missing the second one. Here comes UND after they rebound the miss, and they'll get a layup. Driving from the right wing, scoring will be Curtis, and the Bama leads down to 59-36. Sherrill on the near wing tried to drive, got bumped. Good job. You know, that's the thing. That's a good, skilled big man in the post in Aiden Sherrill as you're going to find. And yet, Bryan, he's able to shoot the three and then put the ball on the deck. Jones commits a foul trying to stop him.
Well, there's a reason why he's playing for Alabama and Nate Oates. His skill set fits exactly right into what Nate Oates wants.
3 ball up and good. Left side, Davion Hanna able to bury the bank first three-pointer. It's 61-36, the lead to 25 again with 16.5 to go. Near steal by Allen, but picked up by the Fighting Hawks. They'll drive, putting up the runner and knocking it down is Anderson, and then they steal the inbounds pass as Bama got lazy with it, and the lay-in for 2 is good by King. A quick 4-point sequence there for UND as Bama was napping a little bit. 61-40, 21-point lead for the Crimson Tide. Sherrill inside, getting under control, then losing his footing and possession, and here come the Fighting Hawks of North Dakota again. Into the front court, Smith hesitates, goes right, hands it off to Curtis. Curtis feeds the ball up top. Driving to his right, now to his left is Anderson. Gets into the lane, runner off the window, no good, and the rebound claimed by Sherrill. Ahead to Philon, LeBaron stopping on the wing. Now goes to his right, gets into the lane, drives, dishes. Jemison 3, no good, and the rebound claimed on the near side, the weak side by Curtis, who will bring it ahead now for UND to Smith.
Nice look by LeBaron Philon. He's got 7 assists, probably should have had a few more. Good look by London Jemison, who's played well in this game.
Whistle and a foul away from the basketball, I think, on Philon. That's going to be bringing us to immediate timeout with 15:21 to play. 61-40, Alabama with a commanding lead over North Dakota here in Tuscaloosa on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
Ants in the kitchen, termites under the floor, mosquitoes in the backyard. It's a full court infestation. Don't let them score. Call Cook's Pest Control. Nobody beats Cook's when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right. Guaranteed. With Cook's on your team, your home's defense is unstoppable.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control.
15:21 to go in the ball game. 61-40. Bama over North Dakota. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combination. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Tom Stipe, Chris Stewart, Bryan Passink. We are not courtside. I almost said courtside. That would be incorrect. We are up here. We're up here. But one thing's for sure, when you want to get the best steak in Alabama, go to Big Mike's Steakhouse. Visit online at BigMike'sSteakhouse.com for a location near you. You're always close to a Big Mike's. Wash it down with that Coca-Cola from way up here. BP, what are you seeing?
Well, good start for Alabama on the offensive end in the second half. Shooting 56% from the field and doing it without making any threes. Alabama, since halftime, just 0 for 4 from deep, but efficient on the offensive end. Alabama 5 out of their last 7. I think both of those misses got back. So doing a good job rebounding the ball on both ends. And this is, I think, what will be a great three-point shooting Alabama team. Hasn't gotten it going here in the second half.
UND with the basketball. They work it onto the far wing. They'll miss a 3, and the rebound's controlled by Bama. Front court with it is Millette. Houston trying to work away from a double team. Almost got trapped. Unloaded it to Allen. Amari will give it off to Noah Williamson, right wing. He'll back his way down. Swings it over near side. Millette stops, kicks it over to Hannah. Ball's kicked away. Out of bounds, touch last, they say, by the Crimson Tide. Davion, I believe, is the one who did kick it out of bounds. And so with 14:57 to go, 61-40 is our score in favor of the Crimson Tide over the Fighting Hawks of North Dakota. UND with the basketball. Smith with it, giving it off left side. Driving is Alman. Alman looking down low, finds a man in Curtis. He'll spin, had it stripped away, and then taken away by Allen. The strip came from Hannah, but Allen gets it back to Hannah on the left wing. Davion on the drive, got held on his way to the bucket by Curtis. That'll be personal number 2 on Curtis.
Nice job defensively by Alabama and Davion Hannah. And Nate Oates gave him about as good a compliment as you can give someone. Compared him to Herb Jones on the defensive end, one of the best defensive players to ever play at Alabama, one of the best defensive players currently in the NBA.
Bama with the basketball. Williamson left corner for 3. No good. And the rebound's controlled by the Fighting Hawks. And now they're going to call a foul on London Jemison as the rebound was claimed by Alman. But as he spun right into Jemison. He's going to be guilty of his second personal foul.
I'm not sure exactly what London Jemison was supposed to do right there. Looked like he was trying to get out of the way, but it'll go over to the Fighting Hawks.
Trying to get the Bama lead under 20. It's a 21-point advantage right now with 14 minutes to go. Alman with it. Kicks it near side to Jones. Jones the dribble, the pivot, the look. Needs help. And still needs help. Now unloads it at the last moment to Smith. Smith on the drive. Changed hands and got it to go with a lefty. That's a beautiful move as he changed hands midair and cuts the Bama lead to 19. Davion Hannah tied up. Wow, that's got to be either a tie-up or a foul. They waited forever to blow the whistle. And let's see what they're going with. It is going to be a foul finally whistled on Jones.
It looked like it was close to being a jump ball, but Davion Hannah able to pivot out of it and force the contact. Smart play by the freshman.
That is the 4th on Jones, and so he'll check out of the ball game. Josh Jones only played about 10 minutes in this ball game because of foul trouble as the Tide works it near side to Millette. Houston up top to Allen, right wing to go to Hannah. Davion trying to drive, lost his footing, and now there's a tie-up. And a little bit of extracurricular activity, but they're going to call a foul. Thought it was a tie-up, and it is going to be a jump ball.
And this is an example of why guys love playing for Nate Oates. You don't get taken out for shooting too much or taking bad shots. You get taken out for not taking a shot. Davion Hannah had an open 3, almost turned it over because he didn't take it. And it'll be Taylor Bowen checking in.
Williamson with it, top of the arc. Fakes the three, drives, dishes near side to TB squared. He'll put up a three, and they're going to call the foul on the floor, I believe.
With, is that 1 second?
Yeah, 1.1.
I'm glad you got good eyes. Taylor Bowen.
New contacts in. How about that?
Draws the foul.
Carrier pigeon told me that it was 1.1.
You guys are used to this with football. Y'all are.
You're right.
Up in the booth, got your binoculars. I may need to invest in some.
I'm going to bring them next time. This play's under review. It's brought to you by Bromberg's, Alabama's oldest and most trusted jeweler. We have had worse, partner. We used to have better, but we've had worse.
So we watched Alabama win an SEC championship from
Franklin.
We were looking down on the video board at Bridgestone Arena, and we were at the very top where we could literally touch the top of Bridgestone Arena. And of course that was during COVID, and out of an abundance of caution we were away from the spectators. Hey, we're not quite that high, but we're up there.
No. Marley Curtis is the one guilty of the foul, his third. After that official review, Taylor Bowen, the Florida State transfer, knocks down the front end of a 1-and-1, as that was the 17th foul this half on the Fighting Hawks. Bama's been whistled for 2 fouls this half. Free throw up and good. Taylor Bowen hits both the front and back ends of the 1-and-1. That's only 6 total fouls on Alabama whistled tonight. 13 total, or 12 total on UND for the basketball game. They'll try a three near side, and knocking it down will be Kraft to make it a 63-45 ball game. 18-point Bama advantage. Spinning inside is Allen, tried to dump it off, and they're going to call a foul once again on the Fighting Hawks. They wanted a traveling violation on the Bama freshman, but nice footwork as he was trying to unload that pass. Got hacked across the arm, and he'll go back to the line to shoot another 1-and-1 with 12:53 remaining.
North Dakota heating up a little bit, 5 out of their last 7. Alabama, a little cold stretch over the last almost 4 minutes. No field goals, but a chance to extend the lead at the line.
They do indeed, hitting the front end of a 1-and-1 opportunity. And the second one is good as well. So 4 straight free throws knocked down by the Crimson Tide in this one. Bama 14 of 17 from the stripe in the game. UND 3 of 4 on the drive with it. Natsvishvili tried to throw it down low, knocked away, and then the ball gets batted around, picked up by Bama. The lob pass to Millette, the touch pass outside to Williamson. The skip pass to Jefferson, the touch pass to Millette, back to Jefferson for 3, no good, and the rebound controlled by UND.
Well, that was fun to watch. I wish it would have ended in a made 3, but unselfish play, and Alabama ends up with an open 3, but can't knock it down.
And UND nearly knocked down the backboard with the 3 that was wide and off the mark. Taylor Bowen drives in, can't get the layup to go as neither side can buy one as of late. Driving in and drawing the foul was King. He got hacked by a couple of different players. I think Noah Williamson is the one that will draw the foul call there. His second personal, and the 4th team foul this half on the Crimson Tide. 12:03 on the clock, as now it'll be North Dakota going to the stripe, and knocking down the first free throw is Eli King.
It's been almost 5 minutes since Alabama's made a field goal. But it'll be LeBaron Bylon checking in, trying to get things going on the offensive end. Still leading all scores in this one. He's got 15 points, 7 assists. He's played well, and Alabama needs an offensive spark.
Do indeed. That's a pretty good spark plug to go with in LeBaron Philon. King hit both free throws, and Bama's lead back to 18 again with 11:53 and ticking. Inside, Sherrill lays it up, got it to go, and he is fouled on the assist from LeBaron Philon. It'll be an and-one opportunity when we come back to Coleman Coliseum. 11:50 to play in this one. Bama again by 20, 67-47 over North Dakota here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
At Red Diamond, we take a lot of things lightly. Dog on the couch? Sure, that's fine. Wearing socks or sandals? Why not? But sweet tea? Around here, sweet tea is a way of life. One of the unspoken rules. Just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar, and that's it. Always refreshing. Always Red Diamond. Find us in your local refrigerated section. Red Diamond Sweet Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier too. Visit regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Big thank you to our game sponsor tonight, Good Molecules. Keep your skin Roll Tide ready with Good Molecules. See the difference in your skin today. Good Molecules. 11:50. Bama's up 20-0 like an old-fashioned three-point play, BP. Hopefully knock this down, get the Bama offense going again.
Yeah, nice job by Aiden Sherrill. Good footwork, balance, took the contact, and Alabama hasn't gotten it going from 3 here in the second half, but as you mentioned, chance for old school three-point play with Aiden Sherrill, who's played well in this one. And Alabama, their first field goal in about 5 minutes before that make. And Aiden Sherrill back in this game along with LeBaron Philon. And North Dakota has been hanging around. Alabama's been up 20, around that 20-point mark for a long time, and they just kind of stuck around. And a team that has the ability to knock down threes, you kind of like to put them away right here with 11:50 to play. And they're a quality team out of the Summit, but nothing compared to what Alabama will face in upcoming weeks. Got a stretch of games for Alabama that's about as difficult in the non-conference as I've ever seen. Alabama goes on the road to Madison Square Garden to play St. John's, a team that's in the top 5, and comes home to play number 1 Purdue, top 15 team in Illinois, then top 15 team in Gonzaga in Las Vegas, UNLV in Las Vegas, another tough one out there, and then Clemson at home.
Sherrill converts the and one, and Alabama extends the lead to 21 points, 68-47 with 11:42 and moving. Time left here in the second half from Coleman Coliseum in Tuscaloosa. The Fighting Hawks of UND with the basketball. Alman with it, driving to the elbow, stopping, pivots, looks back outside, poked away into the backcourt on a nice hustling play by Allen. Now he scrambles to the deck, forces a tie-up. No, it's going to be knocked away and stolen by Bama. They'll work it to Philon. LeBaron on the drive and the lay-in for 2, and all the credit in the world for that one goes to Amari Allen.
Yeah, great job by Amari Allen. Davion Hanna was over there as well. Great effort by a couple of freshmen.
Crimson Tide working defensively. Allen almost got another steal as inside it'll be Natsvishvili. And then a foul's going to be whistled on Allen, trying to take it away from him. I think frustrating the Fighting Hawks just a little bit. They look like that's what they want to do, fight just a bit.
What a debut by Amari Allen. He's got 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a couple of steals, doing everything. Talented freshman.
We'll wind up with a hard hat before it's over with tonight. As on the drive inside UND, and they'll call a foul on the Crimson Tide. Drawing the contact was Curtis down low. First free throw up and missed. (70-47). Bama with the lead. 10:52 to play. 1 of 2 by Curtis, and Alabama's leads down to 22. Front court with it is Phylon. LeBaron working it ahead. He's got 17 in this one, almost 19, but couldn't get the leaner to go. Ball's then knocked out of bounds, touched last by the visitors.
Nice aggressive move by LeBaron Phylon, and Aiden Sherrill getting on the offensive glass. Really didn't have a great angle, but because of the effort, ball goes out of bounds off North Dakota.
Millette on the drive. Nice feed underneath to Hannah, who couldn't get the reverse to go, but the rebound controlled by UND. Here come the Fighting Hawks into the front court. Near takeaway by Bama. A scramble on the deck for the loose ball, but the Fighting Hawks have it. They'll work it inside. Layup attempt of Curtis is blocked out of bounds. Aiden Sherrill, a nice job of protecting the rim as Bama's making UND work for every shot attempt they get.
Yeah, I love the effort by these freshmen, Amari Allen and Davion Hannah. Hannah getting on the floor for the loose ball. Almost a turnover, and great block shot by Aiden Sherrill.
Jumper from the near wing, no good from 16 feet out. Rebound saved, and they'll work at the top of the arc as the three-pointer is missed by Alman. Running down the loose ball, though, is King, and it's a reset for UND. Alman on the drive on the baseline. Reverse layup attempt blocked by Sherrill. Into the hands of Millette. Ahead now to Phylon on the rudder. Got it to go. LeBaron Phylon with 2 more. He's got 19 on 8 of 12 shooting from the field, and Bama leads by 24 with 9:44 to go.
Yeah, it was great effort on the defensive end. Aiden Sherrill started it with the block.
He challenges a layup attempt, does Sherrill, forcing a miss, and now Bama comes the other way. Phylon had it poked away, but into the hands of Millette to Sherrill, left of the circle. Aiden with a couple of dribbles, a third of 4th. Gives it off near side to Hannah. Davion plays through contact, dumps it off. Millette, a nice lay-in for 2 on the great feed from Davion Hannah.
Well, the strength of Davion Hannah, I thought it was going to be a foul, but able to maintain possession. Beautiful pass as he was getting hit. Alabama gets easy deuce as a result.
King on the drive, kicks it outside to Smith. Around to King again. King putting up the fall-away jumper from 17, no good. Sherrill another board, and here comes Bama with Phylon in the front court. LeBaron going down the lane left side, had it stripped, got it back, kicks it off into the corner. Hannah for 3, rims out, no good, and the rebound controlled by Natsvishvili for UND. 74-48 Bama, 8:35 remaining. Alman on the drive, off the glass and in. Got it over the shot blocker. And we've got a timeout on the floor. And that'll bring us to immediate timeout with 8:23 to play. 74-50. Alabama, a comfortable lead over the Fighting Hawks of North Dakota here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Roll Tide fans, this is Roger Hoover. Join me and former Alabama quarterback and football radio analyst Tyler Watts each Monday night at 6 p.m. for Crimson Tide Rewind. Live from Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Vestavia Hills, we'll rewind the last Bama game and look ahead to next Saturday for the Crimson Tide and the rest of the SEC. Crimson Tide Rewind each Monday at 6 p.m. all across the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
Hey parents and kids, it's the perfect time for students to read their way to the Iron Bowl in AEA's Be a Champion and Read contest. AEA wants to help K through 6th grade students be academic champions, just like the Alabama Crimson Tide. Students who participate in Be a Champion and Read challenge could win tickets to the Iron Bowl, an authentic Alabama jersey, and a chance to take the field prior to kickoff on game day. Ask your teacher about contest rules and encourage your child to be an AEA champion reader and win a trip to the 2025 Iron Bowl.
Bama 74-50 over North Dakota, 8:23 to go in the ball game. Best move of the game is presented by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs, BP. Best move of the game.
Well, LeBaron Philon has had several in this one. Bama getting stops on the defensive end and getting out in transition. Bama, the fastest paced team in college basketball a year ago, looking to be that again. And if you're able to get stops like Alabama has recently, and LeBaron Philon taking it to the basket, good things are going to happen for Alabama. And that's been the case here in this opener against North Dakota.
Alabama will go from Tuscaloosa tonight and head to the Big Apple for a matchup Saturday, Madison Square Garden. Roger Hoover, Bryan Passink with a call for you from the world's most famous arena. Man, I wish I could pull a doubleheader that day.
I think Roger's going to be with you.
He will probably be back.
Kurt
it's
Bloom.
not right. You're exactly right. I'm sorry. It is Kurt Bloom. My bad. The
New York native.
He goes home.
Oh, yeah. He's pumped. I'm pumped.
He is.
How can you not be?
Exactly right.
Alabama, St. John's, Madison Square Garden. Boy, that could be an incredible sports day for Alabama fans. 11 o'clock Central tip at MSG. And then got a little football game that night, I hear.
I've heard the same. The Tide taking on LSU for the 6:30 kick. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Of course, we'll have both on the network for you. Bama tried to work it inside, but it is knocked away and stolen. Warhawks get a layup on the other end. It's Anderson able to get one on the scramble play, as the Tide will work it into the front court. Collins Onijika in the ball game for the Crimson Tide. The freshman who is a talented big man into the game for the Tide as Bama tried to drive, and another talented freshman draws a foul. It's London Jemison who will go to the line and shoot two.
Nice aggressive move by the freshman. Boy, these freshmen have stepped up and have needed to, because you've got some veteran guys who we thought would be playing in this game, but got Aiden Holloway, a little banged up, along with Latrell Reitzel Jr., who's banged up. Jalil Bethia, who we didn't expect to see in this game, so not a surprise. He's been injured, has an injured foot. Hopefully he'll be back sometime in the non-conference portion of the schedule, and we hope Latrell and Aiden Holloway will be back. But these freshmen perimeter players have had to step up, and they have in this one.
Have indeed, as the free throw is up and good from Jemison. Hits them both, and Bama leads at 76-52. A deep three from the near side. Up and good for Kraft of UND, and it's to 21 again. Bama with the ball down low, though. Philon's pass attempt is knocked away and stolen. He had been trapped on the baseline. Tried to throw it out of there, but it got stolen away by the Fighting Hawks. Kraft will flip it to the top of the arc. On the drive, Natsvishvili. The kick into the corner. It's an air ball off the mark from Smith. The loose ball picked up by Bama. Tide works it ahead, getting it onto the wing to Jemison. London will work it around. TB squared with it near side. Up top to Hannah. Around to Jemison with a shot clock at 15. To Philon now, backing it out with 10 on the shot clock. LeBaron the drive and the dish. Three-pointer up and no good. Onijika had it inside, had it poked away, that he commits a foul and a half in going for the loose ball. Can't fault the effort in going for the loose ball. Felt a little bit for Anthony Smith III as he got shoved and then some to the deck.
We could see that from row 34.
We could indeed.
That was aggressive by the big man. Love the effort, but ball goes back to the Fighting Hawks.
76-55, Bama with 6.5 minutes to go. Again, the Tide a little bit shorthanded. 3 players out due to injury. Jalil Bethea being one of them. As the Tide gets a steal, Hannah knocking it away for Alabama and bringing it the other direction. Davion, nice move, able to angle his way through 2 defenders and lay it in off the glass for 2 more to make it a 23-point lead.
Davion Hannah doing it on both ends, getting a stop and taking it coast to coast. Beautiful move and finish.
6 points for Davion, and then a rebound from TB Squared after the UND miss on the other end. Here's Philon with it for the Crimson Tide. LeBaron trying to work to the near wing, gives it off. TB Squared, the handoff to Hannah. Hannah driving, spinning, still with the dribble, then lost it on the deck, and the loose ball picked up by North Dakota. Anderson with it. Around the horn they work it, near wing. Kraft, an open 3, rims out no good. Onijika working it ahead. Nice pass to Taylor Bowen. TB Squared on the baseline. The no-look pass to Onijika had it knocked away out of bounds, and possession will stay with the Crimson Tide, as we'll see Allen, Millette, and Williamson all come in. Onijika will exit along with 2 others.
Alabama playing hard but sloppy on the offensive end. Couple of turnovers and not handling the ball very well the last few possessions. Davion Hannah with great effort, but a little bit out of control the previous possession, and he'll check out, but great minutes by the freshman. We've said that with Amari Allen and London Jemison as well.
Williamson hands it off to Millette. Catch and shoot on the 3, got it to go. And Alabama with an 81-55 advantage after another banked first 3-pointer. That one from Houston Millette gives him 13 in the ball game. Driving into the paint and losing the handle. That's Fishvili, but they're going to call a foul on the Crimson Tide. Bama wanted to tie up. Instead, they call the foul on Amari Allen.
Great effort by Amari Allen. Doesn't love the call, and I agree with him, but love the effort by the freshman. Going back to the offensive end, Houston Millette knocks down Alabama's first made 3 of the second half. Alabama now just 1 for 9 since halftime. Shot it well in the first half. 8 made 3s overall, 8 for 25. Not a great percentage, but they've been getting good looks throughout this game.
Free throw miss, but rebound controlled by UND with 4:50 and ticking, as some of the faithful are filing for the exits, feeling as though this one is well in hand. Others gathering up their stuff, ready to do so at the media timeout. Driving in, the layup won't go, but a foul's going to again be called on a Bama freshman, this time London Jemison, guilty of the infraction there. 4:37 to go. It's Bama 81, North Dakota 55. That's a tough call on London Jemison right there, as he did not initiate the contact, but the foul numbers are offset.
Better be careful. May scrape his head on the rim going up like that. Well, these freshmen have athleticism, and we've seen the effort. Not a lot of contact, but London Jemison with great effort on the defensive end.
1 of 2 from the free throw line for UND, as Alman got it to go. And Bama in the front court. Allen working away from a double team, trying to step through it, gives it off to Millette. Tried to throw the backdoor pass, but threw it behind the man who was cutting to the rim, London Jemison.
Right idea, but the cut came a little bit quicker than Houston Millette was anticipating, and that's 15 turnovers for Alabama.
Houston patting himself on the chest, saying, my fault. 81-56, Bama with the lead. We're doing another media timeout at the under 4, which is right now. Driving in, laying it up, and getting the tough leaner to go is Anthony Smith III. Now Philon going to the rim, changes hands in midair, got it to drop, and he'll shoot an and one when we come back to Coleman Coliseum. 3:49 remains in this one. Alabama leading it big, 83-58 over North Dakota here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Nobody beats the Tide on the court, and nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right. Guaranteed. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Roll Tide.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie Cook's Pest Control.
Need some stocking stuffers for the holidays? Bomb Hours Victory Grill has you covered with their gift cards and signature sauces. Now through December 24th, get a $5 bonus card with every $25 in gift cards purchased. And spice up your holidays with Bomb Hours' famous signature sauces. And check out Bomb Hours' new soon-to-be famous sauce box for only $24.99. Go to your local Bomb Hours or order online at bombhours.com under the Shop tab. Bomb Hours is also happy to announce that these sauces are now available in several grocery stores throughout Alabama.
A cool 25-point lead for Bama over North Dakota, 3:49 to play, 83-58. Be sure and stay tuned after the game for the Regions postgame show with Bama coach Nate Oates. Put an extra Roll Tide in your wallet with the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today. Go to regions.com/GoBama. Regions is the official bank of the SEC. BP, athleticism, youth everywhere. Bama's even down a few, and goodness gracious, what a roster.
Yeah, Alabama's got a couple veterans that aren't in this game, and the freshmen have really stepped up. Love what I've seen out of Amari Allen, London Jemison, and Davion Hannah. Alabama's three freshmen have been terrific in this game. Hannah, a great defensive player. Jemison can do it on both ends. Amari Allen has as well. A couple of those guys with Amari Allen with 12 points. London Jemison in double digits as well. He's got 12. Davion Hannah wreaking havoc on the defensive end. And also a great game by Alabama big man Aiden Sherrill. He's got 9 points, 4 rebounds. I think he's got 4 or 5 blocks. He's been terrific in this game. Such an important piece of the puzzle for Nate Oates. Noah Williamson, the Bucknell transfer. He's the Patriot League Player of the Year a season ago. He and Aiden Sherrill can really help this Alabama front court in a big way. I think Alabama win healthy, and they're going to be healthy at some point this year. We hope sooner rather than later, but win healthy. I think this may be the best backcourt in college basketball. The question marks are around the front court. And so far, from what we've seen from Aiden Sherrill and Noah Williamson, the future is bright for them as well.
Final point of the night for LeBaron Philon as he converts the and one, checks out with 22. He'll be replaced by Davion Hannah. Are you surprised we hadn't called Mark Sears' name tonight? Oh, that's right. He's in the NBA now. He was here so long, I figured I just thought we had him permanently.
You know, it's amazing. Mark Sears has gone. Alabama may have the best backcourt in the country, even though he has left.
You're exactly right. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds on a scramble play underneath, touched last by the Crimson Tide.
I mean, how good has Nate Oates been? And you look at the recruiting, you lose a guy that you can make a strong argument that might be the best player in school history, or at least the most decorated player in school history. He leaves after an absolutely incredible career, and the backcourt has gotten better. Now, it's because of the numbers that, you know, Mark will be missed, but boy, the talent is certainly there in crimson and white.
Three-pointer miss by UND from the far wing as Curtis couldn't get it to go, but the rebound fought for, and then a foul is going to be called on the Crimson Tide. I think that's going to be on, is that Williamson? I believe it is. It's tough to tell. The officials signal 1-5, and for years we knew that was 1-5, but it could be number 6 now because we've got, you know, players that wear those numbers, and we got one of those on the floor as well in London Jemison, but that time it was on Williamson, and that will be personal number 1 on Noah. As the free throw is missed and the rebound's controlled by the Crimson Tide. Bama hurries the other way, going in and throwing it down up from the baseline was the Tide's Davion Hannah.
And that should have been an and one. Took a lot of contact. The athleticism by the freshman goes up high, the contact, and throws it down.
Alabama on top 86-58 with 2:57 to go. Fighting Hawks on the near wing. The drive by Alman, losing the handle, and then the Tide turned it over. Amari Allen says, I was trying to get a timeout, but apparently did not. Boy, that dunk we saw the replay on the monitor again was big time.
And by the way, how is that not an and one? I mean, that's just the officials trying to get out of here. But that is what you call dunking on somebody. That is an incredible athletic move by Davion Hannah.
Driving, spinning, shooting off the back foot, and missing the attempt was Alman. And with 2:37 to go, Bama comes the other way with Millett. He'll spot up for three. That one's off the mark, and then the rebound's knocked out of bounds by UND. Houston didn't exactly get himself set properly on that one.
Yeah, I think the momentum was taking him. I think he was thinking about driving and realized he was open. A little strong with that one.
And off the mark. But Houston will give it back out to Allen, who feeds it over to Jemison. Back to Allen again. 12 on the shot clock, 2:22 on the game clock. Near side, Jemison. London going to the rack and lost it on the way up. He was about to give us a carbon copy, but this time they hacked him before he could get it fully elevated and ready to throw that one home.
And a chance at the free throw line. He can make both for all the freshmen to be in double figures. What a debut by this talented freshman class.
Dad burn it. Davion missed the first. He'll get another attempt. Here comes Collins Onijika. Checked in and replaced Williamson as the free throw was indeed good by Hannah. So he's got 9, and Bama leads at 87-58. 2:11 to go. Top of the arc, jumper rolls off, no good for Doppler, and a rebounding foul is going to be whistled again. Nope, not a foul on the Tide, just out of bounds with it. There's Amari Allen.
Two Alabama players fighting for the defensive rebound. It was Aiden Sherrill and Amari Allen knocking each other off the ball.
Rebound control, or now on the inbounds, I should say. North Dakota works it inside, then kicks it into the corner. An open three attempt is missed. Onijika able to clear it for the Crimson Tide. Bama works it ahead. Allen near side three, too strong, and the rebound controlled by UND. It's Thomas who will bring it ahead. Bama by 29 with 1:32 to go. Clock ticking. Driving, laying it up, and getting fouled. Once again, I think it's Doppler. On the attempt, it was. Collins is going to be whistled for the foul. It's his third. Student section starting up the keys, or shaking the keys, signaling it's time to start the car and head to the house.
And that is a long bus ride for North Dakota.
It is indeed.
I don't know what their budget is, but let's hope they're
it was
at least
enough.
on a commercial flight.
It was long enough, and we were chartered. Second attempt is missed, and the rebounding foul is going to be whistled on UND. I think they got Curtis for that one. Nate Oates dressed 3 walk-ons tonight. Jacob Martin, Clark James, Jack Fagan were those 3, as the first free throw is missed by Onijika. Hopefully he'll make this one, and Collins will get his first collegiate points. Can't get that one to drop. Rebound fought for and picked up by UND and then poked away. They're going to say Amari Allen committed the foul, though, in doing so. Rob Rourke did not have late dinner reservations, I don't believe.
And one of the Bama players that we haven't talked about yet is Keaton Bristow, the transfer from Tarleton State. Was the WAC Freshman of the Year a season ago, and I think he's going to play a key role on this Alabama team. At 6'9", could play the power forward, he can play small ball and have him at the center position. High energy guy, plays with a lot of toughness, a lot of athleticism and skill. Can play a lot of different places for Nate Oates, and hopefully he'll be back soon. You got a lot of guys over on that Alabama sideline in sweats, and we need to see those guys soon.
Erickson made a couple of free throws to make it 87-60. Bama works it inside, and Onijika throws it home and gets his first points, and he gets a hug from Houston Millette as he did so. Pretty cool right there as the Tide leads it by 29, and now Collins gets his first collegiate points. Inside, Erickson lays it in on the backdoor cutter for UND. They have played hard, even though Bama is obviously the much better team here tonight. Ball gets poked away from Jemison, but London will pick it up. May have gotten away with a double dribble in the process, but we play on. Near side, Allen with it. Amari feeds it near side to Millette. Fought hard to keep possession and then hit the deck. I think he's happy just to be out there and playing again. Man, he is fighting like it's a berth on the Final Four on the line, but with 32 seconds to go, Bama leading UND in the opener by 27. And we will see a freshman from Newside, Alabama, and Horseshoe Bend High School. Clark James getting in the game after the free throw attempt from Houston Millette. He knocks it down. Jack Fagan from Greenville, South Carolina, and Christchurch Episcopal School is in.
And these guys came from the second row. They weren't even on the bench.
Jacob Martin, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and IMG Academy coming in for the Crimson Tide as Millette knocks down the free throw, and James will indeed. The Horseshoe Bend High School product into the game for Alabama. 91-62 with 27 seconds to go. UND on the drive, shot is up, no good. Onijika clears the miss, and Bama will push it ahead. Allen will kick it into the corner. Near foul called, but no whistle as James will work it ahead with 7-6, trying to dribble out the clock. James just spinning away and will indeed dribble out the clock as the final seconds tick off, and the first version of Rammer Jammer of the Year does indeed strike up. .62 your final. Alabama a winner over North Dakota. Postgame comes your way in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Coleman Coliseum gives the Tide a big home court advantage. When it comes to your home, count on Tri-Green Equipment to give you a big advantage with our lineup of John Deere equipment and